Hopefully. There we go. Hello. We are live. I am Chloe. My cat is hunting something that I don't have. He thinks I have something and I don't.
I am
wondering why he's pacing behind me. Anyway, sorry.
I'm Sandy, and I have a screaming baby in the background that you guys cannot hear because I'm in another room. So we're probably going to get a word sprint started real fast that I can go and
Yeah,
fix this
we are.
situation.
We are in fact 2 minutes from a sprint anyway, so we're okay. Yeah,
I got it. I gotta go.
Okay.
Handle that. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to talk to people. We'll get
All
a
right.
sprint going in a moment.
I will be back for the next one. Sorry.
Anyways, welcome. Hello, everybody. We are doing our usual 10 to start and 20 to keep going. It's funny that I'm fully prepared to talk to y'all by myself until like Sandy is here and then she has to leave on an emergency. And then I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm about to start a sprint. We're going to go ahead and get that 10-minute going in just a minute here. And then we'll keep doing that thing we do. Let me know what y'all are working on. Also, hey, Devin, and hey, Rose. Thank you both for joining. Yeah, let's get this sprint going. I don't know why I'm suddenly like, what is life? How do I do this? But the good news is that I know how to do this. So let's get 10 minutes on that clock. And when we get back, we'll be much more organized. That's my plan. See you guys in 10. Okay, that was time. Sandy is still pineapple, so we will just put that timer up there until Sandy comes back. And yes, Devin, I was on cat cam for most of that. I don't know if any of y'all saw, but I got up. He was on the bed. I had to go. I was doing laundry. He was on the bed, so I wiggled my chair over there and went to do that. Well, he has an addiction to this blanket that is on my chair. Only this blanket, and only when it is on this chair. If it is any other blanket on this chair, he doesn't care. If this blanket is on my bed, he does not care. But if this blanket is on this chair, he will fight me for it. He is 18 pounds of fighting for that blanket. Okay. I was hoping he wasn't going to pick that exact moment to clean himself, but here we are. Oh, geez, there we go. Perfect placement of the timer. Anyways, so I ended up folding towels during that sprint as well, only because of him. Let's let him have the damn chair for a minute. So I didn't get anything done except he's just moving slightly. Look at me, lick my belly bald. Yeah. So I titled what I'm going to be working on today. I am doing a short story today. I wrote one this morning. It was one that I started last night, and I just did not have the energy to keep going. There's Sandy. Let's have Sandy. No, it's fine. I just had you on. I had you invisible for a moment there. Anyway, so I wrote a short story earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make this thing a two-parter because I can do that with this one. So that's what I'm working on tonight.
I am supposed to be working on my Vela story tonight.
Awesome.
Yes, but there has been a large amount of crying, and so so as a result of that, I think I'm going to start by just opening my Scrivener project, which was a big thing. At some point, I think a smoothie will be made because there was no time for dinner and I can't remember lunch. Ooh, what's Writer's Conduit? Is that your
That's the thing that is going on this weekend, that I am just leaving that on the screen, and therefore whenever anybody wants to know about it, then you just I gotta fix something on my channel, damn it. Anyways, yes, that is the convention that I am doing this weekend. It is a completely free. Everything is going to be on Twitch that anybody can watch. If you want to chat, you need to have a account with Twitch, but Twitch is free. And yeah, it's going to be going on 25th to the 27th. I am going to be on 5 panels for it. So yeah.
That's a lot of panels.
Yeah, it's weird because I've got one on Friday and one on Saturday and 3 that are basically back to back on Friday or on Sunday. So it's really not as of right now, it is not an enormous time commitment because 3 of them are blocked together, but yeah.
Okay, so now I'm looking this up because this is very cool. Oh, there you are.
Oh, thank you, Devin, for actually posting it in chat. I'm trying to be smart about how I do things, and I'm not. And also, I have to fix my settings on my Twitch. So, this is their inaugural year. So things are going a little bit rough, as they literally always do with stuff like this. So it's not an indicator in any way. But because of it, I went from not hosting any panels to hosting 2 panels to not hosting any panels over the course of a day and a half. So I changed a bunch of settings on my Twitch to to accommodate this. And I'm like, oh, now I don't want these settings back. So if you're watching this on Twitch right now and you had to go through that, like, this is adult content, I'm taking that off because, like, at worst, we're going to say potty words that are not, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm really, really excited about this. This is I'm really, really excited about this. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the very first thing that's listed on Chloe Alice Balkin's events is writing sex for any romance market. And I have to tell you, just today I was reading one of these scenes and thought, how does she do this?
Has Vanessa been added to that since you're looking at it right now? I'm curious. Under her pen name. Sorry, I'm just like ratting her pen name out right now.
You're not writing out because I see you as the panel lead. I see her on the panel.
Okay, perfect.
Is it just the two of you?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why she's doing it. Like it wasn't like I guilted her into it or anything. I just happened to mention that I was going to be solo on this thing, literally only because somebody else was asking me like how they were setting up the streaming for it. If we were all going to be on like Writers Conduit Twitch. And I was like, oh no, because we're going to be having concurrent panels. So I don't really know how they're doing it that way, but like we're going to be broadcasting these on like people's own Twitches.
Got it.
That's what I was saying about like me going from hosting none to two to none. As of right now, none of them are actually going to be on my Twitch. But so whoever it was asked me that, and I said yes, cause I know that because like there's one panel that it looks like I might be completely solo on, and that was when she was like, "Oh, I can join you." I'm like, "Oh God." And then right after I talked to her today, I found out again that like somebody else was going to be the streamer for it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this just like suddenly got popular. Cool.
Wow. Okay, so one, I don't believe I have ever seen Twitch before. That was like a really big confession, wasn't it? Like I just clicked the link and got to Twitch, and wow, it looks a lot like YouTube.
Yeah, you know that we're on Twitch right now.
Yeah, but I'm not on Twitch. Okay, like we're on Twitch, but I'm not on Twitch. I have no idea what Twitch is. I'm Twitchless. I'm not cool enough to do Twitch. I've always assumed that this was not for me, but now I see I can just go to this link and watch you on Author Goddess at 2 a.m.
It's UTC. It's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. for us.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything's just in UTC. So, but for those of us in Eastern time zone, you just subtract 4 hours from it.
I just put it on my calendar.
Yay.
It's now there. Definitely going to watch.
I need a Twitch account to like harass me and Vanessa.
I'm going specifically to harass you guys. This is all about you. All about and her together.
I'll be really excited if you're there as well.
I'm gonna ask you questions that are difficult. Can I do that on Twitch?
You can. I don't know how difficult you think they're going to be, but
I'm so excited right now.
I don't know how difficult of a question there could be in this particular topic when you're asking the two of us.
Wow. I mean, you never know. I might learn all kinds of interesting things. And I think this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. Like, okay, so Devin says kinky questions, and that's literally Vanessa's forte.
Because you have to remember that writing sex doesn't have to be kinky, right? Kink is a specific thing. I feel like
that's an expert on.
Yeah. Now I don't know what Devin writes, but I feel that based on this, that like maybe you should totally come to the panel and find out the difference between like kinky questions and like sexy romance questions and erotica questions. And you and me, Devin, we can figure this out together. It'll be awesome.
Hopefully, we'll ask exactly questions. What the panel is going to be.
This is exciting.
Like when it was just me being completely solo in it, I had this whole plan that now that there are other people involved, like wherever we go, I'm fine with. But like that was my plan to kind of break down the genres and kind of list them from cleanest to dirtiest and say like what hits in each category.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah. I don't know
I
what's actually going to happen. And of course, with something like this, it's also going to be somewhat contingent on what people are asking. Hopefully, we don't get too many of this, the generic, how do you write sex? Hopefully, I don't have to talk about that like fight scene analogy because I'm
You do.
terrible at writing fight scenes. So
You do, but if you don't, Vanessa will bring it up because I think that I originally heard that from her.
I mean, it is one of those things that's just always out there.
Yeah.
Let's do our next sprint though, because
Let's
we
do
are here
that.
to sprint,
Yeah.
and then we could talk a bit more about this. Um, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put 20 minutes on the clock, and it is 25 past. So we'll see you guys at quarter of. Okay, that was time. Were you able to get some work done, Sandy?
Yes, I actually was able to get some work done. In fact, I might even be tracking words today. Hang on. Okay, I was checking words, I think, but Scrivener has no idea what I'm tracking apparently, so
That's
oh
Scrivener.
well. It was probably a couple hundred words. Anyways, how did you do?
I think I wrote 367.
Nice.
Yeah. And I ate way more watermelon than is wise. I tell myself not to eat watermelon at night because I always eat too much watermelon. You know what happens when you eat too much watermelon? You pee for the next 14 hours.
Hydration is extremely good for you. It is
Yeah,
how you do things like
so is sleep. And
fair enough. Yes, this is true. This is true.
And I will absolutely wake up several times in the middle of the night having to pee because of my watermelon addiction.
So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
This conference that you're doing has multiple tracks, but the tracks are not clearly labeled. Is there a way to know what the tracks are?
I don't think so. There has been some issues, very well-meaning on their part, but they kind of repurposed some traditional convention terms into other things, which unfortunately has caused massive confusion because we're all assuming the traditional definitions of these things. I believe with the tracks that they're actually which room they're going to be in on Discord.
Oh.
I think I might be wrong on that. This is one thing that I haven't really gotten involved with, but I believe that is what is going on with that.
Okay, I see. Because yes, okay, I get it. This is very confusing. But I see what's going on now. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Track 1, track 2. Yes. Oh no, I wouldn't even be able to tell if that was what was going on. Let me hop into that Discord. Oh no, because there's 7 panel rooms. Oh, well, I don't know. I thought that was what the deal was with it, but oh, okay. Never mind. I see what this is now. So this is a very Twitch specific thing. In Twitch, this is what the track is. It is completely unrelated to the usual convention term for track. In Twitch, when your show is over, you can automatically forward everybody to another show. So when I'm done, literally on my Twitch stream, there is a button that says raid channel that I can click and I can send it to one of the other streamers that I know, and everybody will just automatically hop over to that stream. So I believe that is actually what's going on here, is that if you are, I just pulled up track 1. If you are in querying basics and it ends, then you are automatically going to be pushed into building your author brand / platform.
Got it. Okay. This is very interesting. Also,
with YouTube, when you make either a playlist or just when a show ends and it just automatically picks a random other show that queues up on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah. Except that we have control over it.
Okay, I'm very excited about all of this. I think that I don't know how many of these are going to be able to attend, but I'm going to attempt to I'm at least going to be there for the thing that you and Vanessa are doing. I'm going to be there. I cannot miss that collision of my worlds. my
Right?
worlds, as if you're like both my worlds. I know, but like
I'm excited. I hope it goes well.
it's gonna go awesome. It's gonna
Because
be
then I'll
awesome.
be in with the cool crowd at Dragon Con.
You are, I don't know. This is another thing. Like you and Vanessa and like one of my other good friends are like all people who do Dragon Con. I've never done Dragon Con before, which
Fair.
makes me like the weird one out. But
We're
my
all
perception is that
Atlantans, though. Like,
what?
right? Like all of these friends that you're talking about, we're all people who live in Atlanta.
Yes.
So it makes sense that we all do this.
Except that I lived in Atlanta and I don't do I never did Dragon Con. I
Yeah, but
was
you're also not in like nerd culture at all.
true.
I mean, like you got
Mm,
Lucifer.
Lucifer is not nerd culture. Lucifer is
Oh no, but I've been
totally.
to like they do have Lucifer panels.
Of course they do, because I'm
Yeah,
sure that Lucifer can be very nerdy. Just
yeah,
I'm also very confident
yeah.
that
Ella and
Lucifer is.
Amenadiel were there last time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It says, okay, one more thought on this. Whoever wrote the Your Velociraptors Are Broken, How Pop Culture Screws Up Animal Scenes and Why Writing Correct is Cooler. This person is clearly awesome. I may try to attend this panel just for the sake of that title.
I'm also that is absolutely on my list of panels as well. I was really excited about that. And this is also like weird shit that I know anyway. So I was like, I want to compare notes here.
You definitely do. I mean, how are you going to write good alien romance if you don't know about these things?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Shifter also. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Devin is notes that he doesn't write romance and has never been to Atlanta and publishes YA stories about cats. So see, there's at least one reason that you should attend this conference, Devin, because you write stories about cats. And now you know there's a whole thing on velociraptors. But I'm feeling very, very, very with you on some of this. I'm like out of my league on a lot of these things. Way out.
That was the other thing is that like I had this moment of panic with Vanessa Volunteer because I was like, oh my God, but you work like real, like long standing conventions. Oh my God. But then I remembered all of the times that I was like, this is their first year. They are doing their best. So like, yeah, I made it clear what was going on here.
You guys are going to be great. It's going to be
Yeah.
great. I am very much looking forward to this whole thing.
Yes.
And I'm really glad that it's just like kind of a free conference that we can all attend. We should all
Yeah.
attend it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, and I love that it's just like whenever you want to pop in, you can pop in. It's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yay.
All right, let's do a sprint.
Yes.
So it is 53 past right now, so we'll see you guys at 13 past.
I think that you are muted, Chloe. Are you muted? Oh, you're purposely muted. Yeah. This is the whole thing, you guys.
So Ken literally walked in the door as the timer was going off. So
that is okay.
Yeah.
We have cheerleaders here. Is this Charlie Dorset's crowd?
It is.
Okay. Hello.
Yes. This is that Twitch rating that I was talking about.
I don't know. Wait, what is Twitch rating? This is amazing.
The track thing. Remember the track thing that I was telling? You asked me what the tracks were at Writer's Conduit.
Yeah.
And this is what just happened. Sandy is learning about Twitch today. And so yeah, Charlie was finishing their stream and they sent everybody over to this stream. And it's just an automatic button. And we all just get whisked away to the next stream.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you, Charlie Dorset, who we loved already.
Yes.
But now love extra.
Yes. And most people have something clever, like something cheerleaders, to announce their raid. I don't have anything like that though.
What does Word Stitch raid to? What are we raiding to?
I don't know, because we're also Chloe Alice Balkin over there.
Oh, what does Chloe Alice Balkin raid to?
We don't.
We need to. We need a raid.
It out yet.
We need to find. You know what we need to do is look at Devin Cutting's amazing playlist. And
you're asking who we should raid to?
Yeah.
So this is all on Twitch, and Devin is YouTube, so we cannot. Yeah, we can't raid from Twitch to YouTube. Twitch.
Devin and I are totally in the same situation today. We're both like, what? What are you doing?
Yeah. So let me see if I could do a share screen. We're probably going to get some craziness for a second here.
Okay.
Actually, we're just on Facebook, so just ignore that I'm showing you my Facebook feed right now. So if we go to Twitch, so of course nobody is online, but like whoever you follow on Twitch, if they are online, they are going to pop up right here. So you know who you follow is currently streaming. And then when you are the one streaming, we're about to have that like picture nightmare happen. But right here, if we click the raid channel button, then we'll get options for who I follow who is currently live that I can just automatically raid to, except that nobody that I follow is currently streaming. So it wouldn't work right. Obviously, there's just nobody to go to right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
So did I not do the weird picture thing?
I don't know, but this is a question I have also. Does Twitch have playlists? Is it a playlist?
No, there's no actual schedule on Twitch. We can say when we're going live, but it's not like oh yes, as Kat just said, also because thank you. We're talking to two different groups of people right now. Twitch, you don't actually schedule when you are going live. You can post a schedule, but it's kind of just saying these are my shifts this week, and whether I show up to them or not, or if I show up at a different time is totally up to me. So it's a little bit different from YouTube in that sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is, man, I feel like I was like out for like, I don't know, like 7 months or something. And I like missed an entire world. Like there's this whole thing that happened on social media and Chloe's like all up on it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you young'uns.
Well, so keep in mind that Twitch was originally intended for gamers. It is still very much structured for gamers. We just made ourselves a little home on it.
Meaning we writers?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. This little chunk. There, I'm sure, are some people who are not author tubers who are writers that are on. Yes, absolutely. Like there are a bunch of little random chunks floating around. But me and Carly and Kat all were in the author 2 crowd, then we all spread our wings into this. But like as of right now, we kind of have like a fake tag that we use that says we're writers, but it actually says that we're an indie game called Writers.
Oh.
So yeah, we've we're repurposing this thing for us.
Oh my God, this is insanity. This
Yeah.
this is all video game. Do they call it video games anymore? Is it video games? Do we play video
We can
games?
absolutely say video games, yes.
Wow.
And it's also I haven't gotten to the point where I can monetize yet, but you can get to monetization much faster than you do with YouTube.
Well, I hope you monetize like crazy. Monetize. You
I'm
monetize this.
hoping that I will get there soon. I have 3 of the 4. You have to have 4 different things. You have to stream a certain amount of days, a certain amount of hours. You have to have a certain amount of followers, and you have to have a certain number of viewers per stream. I have all of them except for the last one right now.
Do people do this as a career?
I mean, yes. Like gamers, like there's absolutely professional but like there are professional YouTubers. There are also
Yeah, I know. But like I'm looking at this and thinking like this is all about gaming and people are making money doing this. So basically like there's like a whole group of people out there who are playing their games that they've always been kind of like made fun of because they're gamers, right? But they're like on their headsets doing their game thing and getting paid for it.
So not to
That's
call
amazing.
your age out because you're the same age as me.
I know.
But like this is a whole different world than it used to be. Like, gaming has changed drastically since we were teenagers.
Are we too old to like share our ages? Is this a thing? Like, should we not?
Literally just said that they're 44.
Okay. All right. Charlie, I am 39.
And I'm 40.
Yeah. So basically, Chloe's so much older than I am.
Yeah.
Like a decade.
Same age. Like I'm not calling you out in any way that I'm not also calling myself out. But yeah, and then also, so this is something that's really cool about Twitch during the pandemic. So like the gamers have always done their thing, but we do have, obviously with the pandemic, there were a lot of industries where people completely like just lost everything. One of those industries is DJing. Musicians in general, and definitely DJs, no longer could go to venues and do this. So now there's also a great big DJ community, and if you like that sort of music, I'm sure that there's everything out there somewhere, but obviously, oh no, you know what? Twitch is not as difficult as YouTube with the what music you can play, but you do still have laws that you have to follow. So I'm assuming that most of the DJ community is the like house blend stuff, you know. But if you are in to that sort of music, then there are tons of channels out there, and literally just by watching, you are supporting these people. They will put like commercials up and everything, but like some of them will just kind of, will spin for hours on end. So there's actually been a lot of good stuff that has happened because of Twitch during all of this.
That's really amazing, actually. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I'm echoing.
No, you're fine. Or at least you're fine on my end.
Weird.
Let's do another sprint, though. We're here to write. Are you still echoing?
No, I'm not. Are we? Are
you still echoing?
Yes.
Oh.
I know why I'm echoing. I just found your channel.
You need to mute tab.
We need to write things that are productive need to happen.
Yes,
Let's
that's
do
right.
let's do that.
20 minutes on the clock. It is 9:24. We will see you guys at just shy of quarter of. Okay, that is time. I'm gonna nailed it. I have no idea what anybody is doing right now. We keep getting sidetracked in our conversations.
Oh,
I'm at 1,042 for the show, so I'm writing.
that is excellent. I think I'm another. I started at like 1,600. I'm at like 1,900. I'm doing editing and writing. I think I'm doing well. I think I'm making progress. Because apparently,
I like that confidence.
yeah. Well, apparently our Vela projects are like definitely going to be released in July, right? So
Yes.
like it is
Yeah.
time. This must happen. And
Did you get that email today as well?
Yeah. And
I had a big thing in one of my Discord channels about that because it was like, here's tips for marketing, and then like there was nothing about marketing in it.
oh no, except for like tell all of your friends and family about this.
Yeah. Which I feel like is terrible when we're talking about this stuff. But anyways.
Oh, it is. It's totally terrible. Like, okay, one. Like, okay, so
Andy's going to go
Vela
through
project.
this now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like basically, like this is all going to be like sci-fi and romance. You know, like we will all be writing like fantasy stuff that we don't really want to admit to our like
Also,
favorite.
yeah, like this is going, I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of writers are going to be using Vela as a way to write those projects that they never wanted to brand with their own stuff. That's not what I'm doing, and that's not what you're doing necessarily. Although we are both doing projects that are a little different for us. But yeah, it's definitely, I feel like a lot of people are going to be doing stuff that like the using your newsletters and all of that. Like shit that if this was the other thing is that like that piece of advice, you already know this if you have those connections. Like if you are set up in such a way that you have a circle that you can communicate to.
You're already aware.
You already are doing this. You already know that this is a way to market something. Yeah. And then the other, so the email says tips for marketing. And there are like 4 of them. That was the last one. Also, I don't know if you noticed, my favorite part of it was like, call these people. Like, who the fuck uses the phone anymore?
I'm about to go and look up this email again because I feel like we need this verbatim right now.
That's fair.
What tips on marketing your Kindle Vela story? Where are we? Notify your fans. Let your friends and family, friends, and fans know once your Kindle Vela story is available to readers. Send them the link and let them know through your social accounts, newsletters, emails, and phone calls.
Yeah. What? This is literally the very base minimum of marketing. And it's what everybody already knows. Like this is, if you do absolutely nothing else for marketing, this is it. You are at least like, if you are brand new and you don't have a reader base or anything yet, you are already like, you do nothing except like share it on your Twitter or your Facebook or whatever your social media of choice is. Like this is just like, this is just what you do. Like this isn't new information. And then the other ones are like post frequently and keep a regular schedule. And what's the other one?
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Make sure you have enough episodes published for readers to dive in and get hooked. So they recommend 5 or more episodes. But I mean, no, those 3 I think are interesting, right? So Amazon is basically saying, 1, you need to have like enough stuff available to begin with that a reader's going to think you're going to continue, right? Like don't just publish 1 episode, because if you publish 1, then readers are going to think like, this is like a one shot and this person is never going to finish this story. And then 2, publish regularly and frequently, right? Then they're saying, okay, so also, you've got to keep them coming back, and this sort of like create a schedule ahead of time, so that readers know when to expect new episodes. I think,
is that what the third one is?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
the second and the third one are the same thing then.
Well, one is keep publishing, and the other is set expectations.
You had paraphrased the two of those together.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It was just the way that you had said the second and third one. I thought you were saying that the second one was like frequently and consistently, and you were actually saying that was 2 and 3 were.
No. The email says 1, keep it going.
Yeah.
2, publish regularly and frequently.
Yeah,
3, create a schedule ahead of time.
So 3 is literally the same thing as 2. It's just going into more detail.
I don't
regularly, the best way to do something regularly is to
create a schedule. Yes. No, but I don't think that's actually what they mean. I think by creating a schedule, they mean like tell your readers when you're going to get new episodes, not like publish regularly, but like inform them that this is the next time.
So I have not heard from any of the people who have done the beta on this, because some people have already, like, this is already live for some people.
No, that's awesome.
There's a very closed beta. So like some people already have ratings on their stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. But so I haven't like heard anything from these people yet, because I'm not really in that loop, and now I am blanking. So I don't know if this is going to be an actual mechanic of it or not, but I know I believe it's Radish. They just have that in the listing. Like the listing for the book itself will tell you what days the new episodes come out on. So it's like a built-in mechanic already. So I guess that is where, from my perspective, they are the same thing. But like, if you have to do it yourself with Vela, then it makes sense that it's 2 separate items. I mean, it's just with Radish, it's an automatic thing. If you schedule it, you say when it's going to happen, and then you do it.
I mean, at least from what I saw, there wasn't like you can publish episodes in advance, right? Like you can like schedule them to be published, but it's not, it's right. But it's not, not like Amazon's like looking at your stuff and being like, these stories typically come out on Wednesdays and Thursdays of, like.
Right. And you are totally right. As far as I understand it, with Radish, that is an actual thing that you set. That you actually say, I will put this out on Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. or whatever.
Okay, so it's Radish is a little more like Twitch, and Amazon is a little more free like YouTube. Yeah. Wow, that just, see that tie there, you guys? See what just happened?
Everything is connected. So this is absolutely happening. That email said July. It just had the word July, but also in one of their, I don't remember where it is, but somewhere when you're sifting around in the whole Vela thing right now, it specifically says mid to end July.
Oh, that's good. Because right now I'm looking at like June 23rd on my computer and thinking like, wow, that's not that long. I should get on this.
Yeah, no, we should still have at least like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I should pretend like I have like 7 days. That would probably be more helpful to me.
It would. It would. Because like right now I'm looking at having to do my Vela project. Obviously at this point, I'm going to have to do this thing as Nano, which is not what I wanted. So I wish I had been more motivated, but somebody just ruined my motivation. I wonder who that could be. Thank you, cat that continually gets sick.
Kitty.
How do you feel about doing one more sprint before we call it a night?
Let's do one more. July is approaching.
We have put the fear of July in sand.
Indeed.
There we go. Let's get that mouse working. Awesome. Why is this? Oh, no, there we go. That's the button I need. Okay. So this is going to be our final sprint. We'll do one more 20. It is 5 of, so we will see you guys at quarter past. Okay, that was time, and that was time. How'd you do, Sandy?
Uh, okay. I need to like incorporate a character description into the scene I'm working on because this is like my first scene, and it dawned on me that I never did the thing where you like say what your main character actually looks like, which I think is kind of important in chick lit kind of stuff. So
Yes. I
probably need
don't
that.
think I describe Randy until like chapter 4, but yes.
Like in some ways, I don't think it's important at all. I feel like generally speaking, romance readers kind of put themselves into the character
Yeah.
like pants, right? Like we don't care what she looks like. We just care that we understand how she feels.
Yeah.
But it's still an expected thing, right? Like
Yeah.
even if you're gonna skip that part, you still expect to see it. So I'm pretty sure I need to include that, and I'm having a hard time with that right now. So I'm
And with what you're writing, it is something that it's kind of it can be character development in your situation because it's not just like the physical, you know,
she had brown hair.
brown hair, 130 pounds. It's
Yeah.
how she presents herself, and that for you that matters. For
Yeah.
me, she's literally doing a
Like,
spacewalk, repairing the hull of her spaceship in that first scene. So it is a little less relevant in it, but I will say, this is one of the things that I do love about writing these erotic shorts is I never describe characters anymore. It's almost, unless there is something important with it, unless like the point of it is that like one of them is missing a limb or it is an interracial couple or like whatever, unless there is some reason that we need to have like physical descriptors. It is very rare that I will do anything more than like ran her fingers through his dark hair.
right.
It's just not necessary. It's not, at least to me. I do know that some other people in my writing group that do this with me, they do a lot of description, but I don't think the readers for these, 1,000-word stories are caring about that at all.
Oh no, I don't think that's what you read a 1,000-word erotic short for.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you care one bit. I think you just make it up as you go along, and it's fine.
I think I've got to get going, you guys. So
it is that time.
Wrap it up.
Any closing stuff from you, Sandy?
Nope. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
So, of course, my closing stuff is right there. I'm so bad at this. One day, I will be able to figure out how to point at things on the screen, but this has been me for the last, 3 days now, trying to point at this stuff. So that's going on this weekend. Again, it is completely free, and you don't even need a Twitch account unless you want to talk to people on it. If you go to that website, go to the calendar, you will see where the panels are. That way, it should be under, oh gosh, I should have been prepared for this. It was something that came up in the last one that somebody was asking, and I forgot to actually figure out how they phrased it. So it will just literally be when you go there, you'll see the location and it will have somebody's channel. If you just click on that, you'll go directly to it. And then they also have a Discord, which is, I'm sure, linked somewhere on that site. I'm getting a little bit better. Oh, it's literally, if you go to the main page that is right there, you will see it right under Writers Conduit, a streaming event for writers. Join the Discord. And we've been pretty chatty over there. So that is my big thing happening this weekend. Hopefully tomorrow and maybe Friday, I will be doing my Rise and Write streams at 10 a.m. Eastern. But if not, I hope to see you sometime this weekend at my panels. I'll be doing writing sex for any romance market, which is going to hopefully be a breakdown of what level of heat meets industry standards, meets market standards for the various subgenres of romance. That is my goal with that panel. And then I am also on transitioning from pantsing to plotting and NaNoWriMo and self-publishing versus traditional publishing and writing consent. So yeah, so that is everything that I'm doing this weekend. Hopefully you guys will join me. If not, we will see you sometime soon. Bye, guys.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.